What's up, guys? Welcome to my music video reaction for the solo debut, like the real official solo debut of Chungha with the song Why Don't You Know? Of course, she was IOI member, I believe, Produce 101, whatever, and she was rumored to be being a new addition to Twice, which I personally think would have been a bad and potentially a waste of her popularity too, to just chuck them in the most popular girl group at the time. So, you know, we're gonna see what this is all about, of course, as I do with all of my videos here, and I'm gonna listen to this song, tell you guys what I think about it in complete honesty, share what I liked about it, share what I did not, if there is anything, and of course open it up for discussion. So if that is something that you guys are kind of interested in hearing, and of course hearing more of what I've got to say, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below. So with all that being said, let's get the music video started.
Tell me some your story. 네 맘을 모르겠어. Too close to you. 나를 어지럽게 흔들어. 너는 매일매일 love baby. 오늘도 난 처음인 것처럼. 너를 서두르게 만든.
I don't like that. I don't like the way her voice sounds right now. Not a fan of that, whatever they did to her voice. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's a source that I'm listening to this to, because of course YouTube isn't the best quality. But I'm getting the feeling that the vocals during the chorus and at some points during the verse were peaking. Like that they were recording them too loud so that the mic yeah. Like when you look at the waveform of audio, right? Peaking is when you hit the top of that waveform, the top of whatever can be measured, and so then you don't capture all of the sound, and it sounds a little crap. Why? Yeah, I gotta say that her voice in this song, at least when I'm listening to, sounds horrible. It definitely is not something that I would say sounds good. So okay, so I'm thinking now it's not peaking, it's more they added some reverb or something to it, because I'm definitely gonna have to get my hands on something that's not a YouTube video and listen to this more closely, because at the moment I'm really hung up on the vocals. I'm also gonna have to do a little test here and listen to this song. Listen to this music video using headphones that are not, like relatively decent studio monitors either. Yeah, so I gotta say, overall the song was, I think it was okay. I don't really like the music track isn't anything interesting. It's like we've heard this already before, so that's cool, great. which I don't know, for one of the most hyped soloists of the year to make their debut for a song that isn't anything that's particularly like crazy remarkable, like, oh my God, people should pay attention to it over anything else, is a little bit of a letdown, I have to say. But then again, what the heck do I even know about what she can do, what she has done, whatever. But I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe it's a thing with JYP as a company, or am I even just crazy about JYP? I don't think I am. Maybe I'm just completely full of shit. Anyway, it's a definite possibility. But whatever, whatever company that she came from, it doesn't even matter. In all honesty, I think the song is not particularly it's lacking some significant inspiration to be something that sets it apart from, a lot of others' music. I mean, which is fine. Like, it's honestly, like, it feels like it's a different kind of take on the music that Card's putting out. Something that's a little bit not as dark, right? Because I think that Card has what is this? Everyone's calling it tropical house or some bullshit like that, right? And, Card's kind of got a little bit of that, tropical vibe to it, right? Regardless of the genre, it's tropical, Caribbean, whatever. They got a little bit of that vibe coming to the music, but it has a dark, sort of gritty sort of feel to it a little bit. This is definitely much more brighter, much more happy, kind of sound to it. And like, that's cool, but at the same time, at the very essence, it's like there's a lot of groups that are there's a pretty significant number of groups that are coming out and doing this sort of thing. So that's not really anything particularly remarkable. And then on the flip side, as I spent basically the entire music video trying to figure out is what is going on with the vocals, I have no idea. But I do have a pretty strong feeling that we're not hearing her vocals in their pure form. Like, they've definitely been processed through a computer or EQ'd or something like that. Someone's done something to them, and that is not something that I'm particularly, in favor of at this point in time, because it doesn't really fit with the vibe of the music, I don't think. I mean, like, there's one thing to be said about, doing whatever you want to do, whether it's like auto-tune or, any of that sort of, vocal manipulation that you do through like computer software or some sort of device or machine or something like that. There's something to be said for doing that. But, you kind of has to be for a stylistic choice, and it kind of has to, like, fit and make sense with that. In this song, when I listen to it, it just doesn't particularly fit that well. And, like, that's fine, that's cool. But then again, I'm also kind of thinking that potentially maybe because YouTube kind of does degrade the quality of, sound and video and stuff like that from what the original file that gets uploaded is, potentially I'm not getting the full experience of this. So this song 100% is a very, very strong candidate for a further review video for me to listen to with a version that is not, off of YouTube, so I can get audio that's, higher quality, just isn't potentially compressed to all hell, so that potentially the song, like I was hearing with the vocals, that, the sounds on either end of the spectrum, whether they're, bassy or what? Gosh darn it! I know what the other one is. Whether they're high or low, we'll say that because everyone knows that. Gets a little crushed or lost. I don't know, but I mean, overall, I think the songs. I mean, it's okay. It's a pretty decent, it's a pretty decent song for a solo, visually appealing, because that kind of matters to like everybody, most people in K-pop, and as far as the music's concerned, it's not bad music, but I just don't think it's particularly anything impressive. So, that's really all that I got to say about this song from Chungha. It's cool. It's great. I look forward to more from her, in all honesty, because while this song hasn't left me with a feeling of being wowed or anything like that, I definitely am not like, I don't like this in any way. So there's upside. There's, I guess, in my opinion, definitely a lot of room to grow. Which, now that I say that, room to grow, it seems that all of the groups that JYP's debuted in the last 365 days have debuted with plenty of room to grow, because twice, in my opinion, their debut was a little rough around the edges and could have been better, and potentially, maybe Chungha's debut here, or Chungha's debut Jesus Christ, I just said it the same way twice, even though I tried to say it differently. But then potentially her debut here was a little rough around the edges, depending on the way that you want to look at it. So that's really all that I've got to say. We're going to open it up for you guys to discuss, of course. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you didn't like about it. Chuck your opinions and stuff like that down in the comments so we can have a little bit of a discussion about it. So, because of course that's what we're trying to do here, build a community that is around having some friendly and respectful discussion of our opinions, whether we agree or disagree with each other, or whether we agree with each other or not. Let's phrase that a little bit better. You know, we're trying to just have some nice, friendly discussion. So if that is something that is interesting to you, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.